All right, so there's some really exciting stuff in here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's check it out. We'll read it off. I'm very, very excited about one thing in particular, though, which we're going to find out. All right. So testing will be available September 26th, 7th, and 27th, October 3rd and 4th for the raid, the BRD raid. The Drakthir spread their wings and fly. Drakthir racial updates. Drakthir who have strayed away from the evoker magic have a reduced movement speed while pressing glide. So they nerfed glide for Drakthir. Okay, that was a big problem. People were saying certain classes, yeah, that's cool. So basically, when you double jump, someone did a side-by-side test of like a Shadow Priest running in a straight line and then running in a straight line, pressing double jump, and it was 50% faster to just press double jump. So I guess they decided they didn't want that and they nerfed it. Character Dark Iron Dwarf. Mole Machine exists have been added for the zones Kulturas, Zandalar, Dragonflight, and Shadowlands. Okay. Classes: Druid, Hero Talents, Alloon's Chosen, Arcane spells cast by Convoke the Spirits now trigger Lunation. Balance: spells cast by Convoke the Spirits now trigger Starlord. Okie doke. Guardian, Alloon's Chosen, Lunar Beam no longer causes Lunation to reduce the cooldown of Lunar Beam. All right. Hunter, Hero Talents, Dark Ranger. Extra black arrows fired from Withering Fire will now apply their periodic effect. Bleak Powder damage increased by 100%. Shadow Surge damage increased by 100%. Black Arrow damage reduced by 10%. And Black Arrow's periodic effect is now tracked on personal enemy nameplates. I don't really know what any of that means, but cool. Sounds like some buffs for Dark Ranger. Beast Mastery, Basilisk Collar damage reduced to 2-4%, was 510. Kill command damage increased by 20%. Multi-shot damage increased by 300%. Serpentine Rhythm damage bonus per stack increased to 25%, was 15. Maximum stacks of Serpentine Rhythm decreased to 4, was 6. Serpentine's Blessing duration reduced to 8, was 10. Serpentine's Blessing pet damage bonus reduced or increased to 8%, was 6. Training Expert is now a 1-point talent. So I don't know what this means. It sounds like some things are getting buffed, some things are getting nerfed. So I'm not exactly sure. Kill or multi-shot being increased by 300%. That sounds scary. Kill command damage increased by 20% also sounds scary. But we'll have to wait and see. Dark Ranger. Black arrows fired from Hunter's Prey will now apply the periodic effect. Pardon me. Phantom's pain damage sharing effect increased to 8% of kill command damage, was 4. Marksmanship, Rube 4-piece, consuming precise shots increases damage of your next aim shot by 20%. So marksmanship tier is getting buffed. Forcey bonus no longer stacks, used to stack 2 times. Razor Fragments is now a rolling periodic. Master Marksmanship now benefits from unnatural causes. Dark Ranger, Phantom's pain damage now increases its effect by 8% of aim shot damage, was 5. Survival. Fear of the Eagle now consumes a stack of Tip of the Spear, pardon me. When the channel begins and the damage bonus will persist of the duration of the channel. Merciless Blows periodic damage now benefits from damage modifiers. Spearhead will no longer go on cooldown if the pet is out of range. Mage. This is the thing I'm most excited about, okay? Ice Flows now allows you to cast Portal and Teleport. Hero Talent, Spellslinger, Volatile Magic now correctly benefits from damage bonus. Sun Fury. So, I'm going to explain this. Sun Fury is only for fire and only for arcane. So, arcane and fire will get this. Now, furthermore, for Fire Mage right now, in my personal opinion, Frostfire is better than Sun Fury. So, this will give Sun Fury a bit more of an even playing field. On the arcane side of things, I personally have been enjoying Spellslinger way more. So it's a bit unfortunate. But basically, they're going to make it so Gravity Lap stuns. Gravity Laps. If you guys don't know what Gravity Laps is, I'll show you. It is a Sun Fury specific talent that converts your choice node. So you have a choice node between Dragon's Breath and Supernova. Okay, so if you pick Supernova instead of Dragon's Breath and you selected Gravity Lapse, it's going to give you a ranged stun as a mage, which is kind of cool. Okay, I'll show you what it looks like. Yeah, so this is specifically for Sun Fury Arcane and Sun Fury Fire. If you want to give up Dragon's Breath, you're going to have a ranged 3-second stun. That looks like this. It's really cool. But that's going to be a 3-second stun now. People are saying mages need more CC. You actually have less CC. But it's like, I'm actually all for it, man. I feel like mages need that kind of offensive. Like, you guys are going to be like, you're a mage bias mage. I think it's fine. It's going to be specifically for Arcane, specifically for Fire, and it's going to give you options to play different comps, and you're not going to have Dragon's Breath. Dragon's Breath is actually such an insane ability, and you have to give that up for the stun. I think it's a very fair trade. But anyways, Arcane Spellslinger. Arcane Splinter damage reduced by 10%. Spellfrost Teaching cause... Spellfrost Teaching's chance to trigger reduced to 2% was 5. Unearthing proficiency damage bonus increased to 20%. And then Spellslinger, so they changed Spellslinger for both Arcane and Frost. Splinter damage is reduced. The trigger is less, and Unearthing proficiency damage bonus increased. Paladin. Base armor increased by 10%. Blessed Hammer, Judgment, Hammer of Righteousness cooldowns reduced by 10%. Armor of the Shield of Righteousness increased by 10%. Inmost light cooldowns reduction increased to 33%. Rogue, Faint no longer triggers a global cooldown when attacked and activated. Faint no longer triggers a global cooldown when activated. What? Ha! So rogues can use Faint off GCD now? That's kind of hilarious. Like, you can use it to, like, alright. Is there any other defensives that you guys can think of that are off GCD? Just curious. I'm trying to think, like... Altar's not off GCD. Only triggering Altar is off GCD. You can't, like, Frostbolt and then Altar, I'm pretty sure. Let's check. I didn't. I pressed the wrong button. Here, let's do it again. Not a spammable defensive like Feint, otherwise many. They should really make all defensives off GCD. Cloak, Evasion are both off GCD. Shit. Okay. Shaman, new Ascendance model has been updated. Oh, whoa. I guess people were complaining about the troll doll. With this week's PTR deploy, the new Ascendance has received some additional updates. For players that would prefer to use the previous version of the new Ascendance model or the older version, there will be glyphs that let players change their Ascendance. These glyphs will be purchasable. New glyph. Glyph of Traditional Ascendance, so that's the traditional. Glyph of Flame. A glyph of Energetic Ascendance. So is the crazy hair. So they made the base one the one with the helmet. So the base one is going to be this one with the helmet. And then the crazy, like, troll doll will be number 2. And we have some changes here for Shaman. Let's check it out. Lava Burst damage increased by 10%. Erupting Lava now increases Flame Shock damage by 50%. An issue causing deeply rooted elements to trigger from Earthquake periodic damage has now been resolved. Adjusted some connections in the Spec talent tree. Enhancement, deeply rooted elements talent now triggers on cast rather than on damage dealt. Ascendance now correctly reduces the cooldown of Storm Strike. Deeply rooted elements chance to trigger reduced to 6%. If Lightning Bolt hits multiple enemies with Primordial Wave, while Thorm's Invocation is set to cast Chain Lightning, it will no longer switch to Lightning Bolt. An issue causing Sundering to become unavailable with Volcanic Blaze active has been resolved. Totemic, an issue causing Whirling Earth to be consumed on Lava Lash spreading has been fixed. Warrior, Thunderous Roar now deals reduced damage beyond 5 targets. Does that mean they're going to buff it again? Because I kind of feel like they should. I feel like both, I feel like for both Arms and Fury, Thunderous Roar has just been nerfed over and over because of PvE. And I think they should just, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. I think they should unnerf it. But maybe I'm insane. Warbringer now deals reduced damage beyond 5 targets. Okay. Odin's Fury now deals reduced damage beyond 5 targets. Okay. Player versus player elemental. Erupting Lava bonus to Flame Shock damage is 50% effective in PvP combat. So a bit of a preemptive nerf there. And then, what the heck? A column for starting matchmaking value has been added to the scoreboard for rated Battleground Blitz. Information about changes in matchmaking value has also been added. Oh, so okay, your matchmaking value? Ellie nerfs, LOL. Yeah. So basically the big ones for me are they nerfed the Drakthir racial, so not everyone in the game has to go Drakthir. And then they also gave Arcane Mages and Fire Mages, specifically if you're Sun Fury, a stun if you trade Dragon's Breath. So I think it's an interesting choice. I am personally looking forward to it. I'm excited. I like that we're going to have a stun. I'm really, really excited about it. Hell yeah, brother.